Girl, 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 girl. How are you going to sit here and start wavering? How dare you? How dare you act like you don't know your desires are inevitable? Come on. We're past that. Why are you going to waver now when you're so close to getting the things that you want? If you don't want your life to look like it does anymore, you need to think differently. You need to be different. The reason that you are wavering is because you still don't have complete trust in the process. I'm going to need you to understand your desires are inevitable, and I need you to stop acting like they might not happen because you're not being fully embodied in the knowing, the inner knowing that your desires are going to come true. And you're moving from a place of fear, from a place of lack, like what you're doing isn't enough. And you're looking for outside validation to tell you what to do next, even though you know what to do next. Your intuition knows, your higher self knows, and you're being guided by your higher self. You know what to do next, and you know that if you make the decision to manifest in this particular way, you're going to get what you want because your mind has seen it already. And if you have seen your desire in your mind's eye, it's inevitable, and it doesn't matter how you get there. You're getting way too caught up in the how, and you're not focusing on the energy and the embodying of the fact that you have this thing already. Your desire is not something that's away from you. It's not about obtaining a thing. It's about becoming somebody who has that thing. So be the person who has that thing right now and stop separating yourself from your desire. I know it's easy for us to have our doubts, and when things aren't seemingly moving in a way that is in your favor, you tend to start feeling like the manifestation process isn't working. You want to abandon the idea as a whole and you just want to give up. It will take you the same amount of energy to give up as it will be to keep going. If you think it's hard to manifest, or if you think that continuing in believing in yourself and believing in your process is hard, it is just as hard, if not harder, to live a life where you think that things are just not going to be working out for you and you're going to settle and you're going to second guess your power. That is also hard. So choose your hard and choose what mindset that you want to have in your life, because telling yourself you're not going to get there is not empowering. And I know that in society we are conditioned to doubt ourselves and to, pick the next best thing, but I would rather use the same amount of energy to believe in myself than to not believe in myself, because doubt is just faith in reverse. Like, it's the same energy, it's just the opposite. So you're either going to choose to believe in the unseen or doubt in the unseen. So what are you going to choose? You need to develop this mental strength to get through life. You need to develop such faith in not even just the universe, but yourself and your own ability to cultivate positive things into your life and to actually draw in experiences that you want in your life. You have that ability, and you are tested over and over again in life, whether you are going to believe in yourself or not, whether you're going to waver or not. And if you feel like you're getting to the point where you're wavering, like, I don't know, like maybe this isn't meant for me, maybe I'm not as powerful as I think I am, I understand, because literally this happens to me all the time. This happened to me yesterday. I was feeling so out of alignment for whatever reason yesterday. But you need to realize that when that happens, is that that is your old self coming back up. And it means that there's something that you need to work past, that you need to heal through. You can't revert back to a mindset that doesn't serve you anymore, because you're not going to get to the place that you want to be by thinking so negatively and giving up. When it comes to the law of detachment, you are not detaching from your reality. You can still react to your reality and you can process like whatever you need. It's not about just completely detaching from what's happening around you. It is about detaching from the old version of yourself. The version of yourself that doesn't get their manifestations. The version of yourself that is still living a life that's out of alignment or is miserable or is surrounded by people that aren't good for them. It's about detaching from that person, because once you detach from that person and once you start fully embodying the version of you that has the things that you desire and is living the life that you want, that's when things finally start to fall into place. Because remember, the mind is the cause and the 3D is the effect. It's not the other way around. Many people confuse this part of the manifestation. People react to what's happening around them without realizing that what happens in the mind happens first. If you are fully embodying this new version of yourself, is when you are going to start seeing new things happen in your life, because the old self, the old way of thinking, was attracting the situations that you didn't want. When you had a low self concept, when you weren't confident, when you didn't believe in your own manifesting abilities, when you were people pleasing, when you were living life to serve others, you were attracting unfavorable circumstances because you were acting in an unfavorable way. So, if that's how it worked out with the old identity, just imagine what new and better situations will come to fruition in the new identity, the identity who is fully embodied in the identity that you want to be perceived as, that you want to perceive yourself as, that you want to present yourself to the world as. The type of person who gets the things that they want, the type of person who doesn't even have to try. Showing up in the most embodied and authentic way feels easy and it feels effortless, and things just happen for you. You need to switch the identity first in order to see change. And the reason that this is so hard is because we have this old identity wired into our subconscious, and it's just a part of who we are. So accept the challenge and take the challenge to be something new, to start telling a different story about yourself, and to start embodying something new and something better. And this does not mean change who you are, just be who you are now, but have a better way of thinking, up level your mindset, up level your confidence in the way that you see yourself and perceive yourself in the world. Tell yourself that you have the power. Tell yourself that your thoughts are God. You are the operant power. You are the creator of your reality. You get to design what type of life you want to live. You are no longer a victim to your circumstances. You don't need to be the unlucky person. You don't need to be the person that works a job they hate or is in a relationship that they hate, with friends that they hate, in a house that they hate. Like you do not have to live like that. And so many of us just accept the life that we don't really deserve because we don't realize that we deserve more. So start telling yourself that you deserve more and start believing it, because it's true. And that is how you are going to start seeing change in your life. The more that you up level your self concept, you up level your standards, and you up level what it is you are going to accept and not accept in your life. And that is when people start treating you differently. That is when people who are meant for you to make your life better start coming in. And that is when you start attracting opportunities. That is when you start being fully embodied and actually start enjoying your life. It's not enough just to affirm, it's not enough just to visualize. You need to feel the emotions of what it would be like to have your desire right now, not in a month, not in a year. How would you feel if you had them right now? Because now is the only moment that truly exists. And if you ever start wavering, I get there too. So it's valid and I understand. But play this video or talk yourself out of it. You need to snap yourself out of it, because the longer that you stay in the energy of wavering, If that is your dominant energy, that is what's going to manifest. So your dominant energy is what you're going to start seeing happen in your life. So you need to start making your dominant energy something that is favorable, something that you're in love with, something that you're obsessed with, because that's how you literally create the life that you want to live. Think of life as a video game, and this is the cheat code. Start feeling the feelings you want to feel right now. Be grateful. Be grateful for what hasn't manifested yet, because gratitude is the ultimate form of receiving and having and possessing. Be grateful for what has not come yet. Be grateful for the unseen, knowing that it's on its way to you, period.